So this is another video update on Sunday, 1st of September. So it's been 3 weeks since last video. What has been happening in these 3 weeks? Well, probably this video is going to be a bit short because there's probably not much that has been happening. Even though I keep feeling like, I'm working and grinding on the game's content. But I just realized the other day that as hard as I'm grinding, the game doesn't seem to be progressing anywhere. It's progressing, but doesn't seem to be progressing anywhere, if that sort of makes sense. So you'll probably see what I mean through this video. Anyways, what has been happening in these 3 weeks, mainly hasn't really been working on the game, and more so just working on just other stuff. Like, for starters, I've been nutting down the website for InJoyLabs. So this is mainly graphic design work in Photoshop. Just sort of design the website and try to plan out how's it gonna be, because probably soon I should host up a website and start doing something PR wise. Yeah, and that's nothing down in Photoshop and stuff, and just doing a lot of things. I've started developing the website in HTML, so there's just some very simple work in progress with cool dynamic banners and just sort of nutting down the layout and get it working. Right. And then, yeah, in case you guys never seen, these are the people on the team. So that's me. So I basically do most of the programming, in case you don't know. This is Ryan who does all the cool art stuff for the game. So he's awesome. And then this is Pierre, who's the musician for the game, and he composes all the music. So yeah, this is the team. Go team. Anyways, so that's that. What else has been happening? So yeah, basically this is a graphic design week, and what's been happening is just sort of making graphics. So these are the graphic user interface for the game based on the beta's feedback from testers. The user interface sucked, so basically I need to redesign the user interface because never actually taken proper time to design it. So yeah, so sort of going into Illustrator and sort of designing a very stylized user interface, and hopefully they'll make the game look much better. And because of that, I've also implemented these into the game. And so yeah, let's check out the game. So if I quickly press play, now I actually didn't bring my cable to hook it up to my phone, so I actually can't play the game today to show you, but that's okay, because I don't need to play the game anymore now that I just need to show you what's here. But yeah, now that we've got this mad intro screen, so hopefully having an intro screen with a brief description, hopefully it would tell the players a little bit more about what they should do. Right? So tutorials are tutorials, but usually you might as well just chuck in an objective so that they know a bit clearer what's the aim of the game as soon as they start. So whenever you start the game, you get this nice panel which says collect all the required orbs, which probably doesn't make sense, but at least you get an idea you need 4, 5, 7. Say what? And yeah, now you know how many you need to collect for this level. Right? And also got this nice faded background with cool bubbles happening, right? And yeah, when you tap anywhere to begin, it's gonna do this mad intro animation. So intro animations is a principle of game design, so had to chuck it in there. Some had to think about how can I make an animation intro. So just made something very simple like a zoom in effect. So here we go. Wow. Yeah, so that's the intro animation effect. Let's watch that again. So, yeah, so when you tap, it just sort of zooms into the ball. Yeah, and then all the user interface sort of pops in, right? And you'll see it animated as it bounces in, because it's better to just have it bounce in than pop in out of nowhere. But yeah, this is the new user interface implemented. Hopefully a more hologram sort of interface. And then these orbs used to be on the top right, but then because you're tapping on a tablet, your hand always covers it on the right. so I moved it to the left, so hopefully people can see it for the first time because the hand's always in the way. And so we've got all these cool new hologrammy style thingies. We've got these new power-ups. So power-ups are on the way, so they're coming soon. But yeah, these are reserved for nice power-ups, which would be quite cool. But yeah, this is the new HUD, which hopefully would make the game look a bit better. And then the last thing is we got this pause button here. So if I press pause, it pauses the game. Now, it's my first time making a pause game ever, so I'm quite surprised how cool and easy it was to make, simply because I've been using an approach in the coding from the very start, which everyone recommended doing. And because I did that, it made life easier towards the end. And basically what that is, if you know a bit about programming, is I make everything time-based and not frame-based. And to pause the game, all I need to do is say time is now 0. And if time equals 0, then everything freezes. So yeah, because I made everything time-based, not frame-based, then pausing the game was quite simple. And then these guys are all frame-based. So the menus are frame-based and the game is time-based, so that the menu can still work even when time is frozen. What? Say what? No worries. But yeah, this is the pause menu, really cool. Soon there will be like options for music on and off, so you can toggle that and you can go back to the menu or retry. Otherwise, if you resume, everything should resume. So yeah, and it's really cool. There's nice transitions, so I try to not pop anything, so everything is nicely transitioned. So and then these pop in. The pause text bounces bigger and scales bigger, and then when we press resume, it slides back out, and then everything slides back in. So a lot of work on the aesthetic side of things. All this work, and the game is still the same game. So I feel like I'm doing so much work on things, but it's been like 7 weeks since the game release, and the game is still the same. So what the hell? Anyway, but yeah, that's a bit about what has been happening in these 3 weeks. Mainly graphic designing and implementing the graphic design. And yeah, hopefully I can resume on the game so that I actually have a game. And yeah, but I guess these are all necessary parts of the process. So wow. And I just realized that, now that I've got a website happening, making a website is hard enough as well. So in order to make all this stuff happening, that's going to take even more time out of me developing the project. And blogs, then I have to start making blogs and all that. And basically, game development is not a part-time thing. It's pretty much pretty intense if we need to get serious. So yeah, don't know how I'm gonna handle all this, but hopefully slowly and steady. That's my star sign, by the way. They say that my star sign is slow and steady. Slow and steady. Too slow. Anyways, thanks for watching.